Welcome back, everybody. Episode 3. Really excited for this one. We can finally get into Evilcraft. I've done a little bit of research on how to actually get into it. As you can see, I made a little room off camera that we're going to be moved our Evilcraft stuff in here, and this is where we're going to be doing some of our Evilcraft stuff, maybe some other mods too. I also did a little bit of research into these generators, and these generator galore generators are actually not as good or cheap as the iron furnaces. They have a iron furnace generator upgrade. Let me see if I can hide. They have a generator upgrade right here, which is really cheap actually, and it turns these iron furnaces into generators that are actually more efficient than these. So that actually might be our first step today, is going to be to make some iron furnaces and some generator upgrades, and just go straight into that to get this power generation a little bit more efficient because it's not holding up against that. But then we're going to get straight into Evilcraft, so I'm really excited for that. Um, and honestly, I want to make sure we get to the Evilcraft today, so I'm just going to make these iron furnaces, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back, and actually, I was able to upgrade them all the way to diamond. I did use most of our diamond supply, but after we get into this Evilcraft stuff, this pickaxe that we're gonna get has Fortune 5, so I don't think we're gonna have to worry much about that. I'll be able to make those diamonds back. For now, I'm just worried about how much power these produce. I think one of these should be enough. Yeah, look at that. Compared to before, where it took two generators just to barely keep these going, one of them is easily able to keep up with both of these together. So if I get both of these going, and I have 5 blocks of coal from all those quests we claimed yesterday, so I'm going to split this up in between the two of these, and this should easily be able to keep up with them. I will have a lava generator eventually hooked up to these. You can use the I can actually, while I'm in here, let me just show you. These recipes are so cheap for these. So obviously iron furnaces like that. Gold is honestly the most expensive one because you need that block of gold. I use most of my gold for these. And then the diamond is really cheap too. 12 diamonds for both of those. And now we have enough power generation to easily keep all of this going. I'm actually probably going to get into some batteries today. I think there's one called the accumulator. Yeah, something like that, maybe. I think that's what I'm supposed to be. Immersive engineering, MV, HV. Maybe that's the wrong thing. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Let me just look up capacitor. Sometimes they're called weird things. I could spell basic energy cube. That can hold 1.6 million. How hard are these to make? Osmium, steel, which we can make both of. This is an easy recipe. Infused alloy. How can we make that? Metallurgic infuser, yeah, so we're gonna need to get to what mod is this? Some mechanism. We might leave it with this for now and just make sure it's not being overpowered, and we should be good there. But I think we can probably change out these efficiency upgrades for speed upgrades fairly quickly once we get some energy storage and some lava generation here. These also have a massive million. It says RF, but it's actually FE, but a million FE storage. So that's really convenient. But now to get into this. So I did a little bit of research on how to get blood because that's where we got hung up yesterday. What we need to get is known as a blood extractor. I haven't looked at the recipe. Spike. These are super easy to make. And then I believe we literally go around and kill stuff, and it should be able to just collect blood for us. So I needed, let me say the recipe one more time. So I need some glass, which I believe I used all of, but luckily I got that jetpack from last video. So, oh, also I flattened this area because I want to do some more building and I don't feel like dealing with the terrain. So whenever we get into doing some building, we'll have more than enough space to do whatever building we need to do. I know it looks ugly. I'll clean it up eventually, but for now, I just wanted to have the space. But we got that sand. Let's smelt that up real quick. It should be quick thanks to this auto split. Just throw this back up in here. And yeah, it's going through ores so quick now. Like, look how fast it's going to fill up with glass. Yeah, this is amazing. So I'm just going to grab that. I think that's more than what we needed. Then we needed dark gems. We needed some iron, which should be in here. And then from there, we should be able to make spikes. And then let's make 3 of these, because actually, if you combine these, they multiply the storage right here. So they all have 5,000 right here. If I combine them, then we can hold 15,000, which equivalates or is equivalent to about 15 buckets, if I remember right. So let's go see. I'm not exactly sure how this thing works. I believe, isn't there modes? So if I shift right click, it looks like it's on. And then we should just be able to go kill something and it should fill up. Did that? Yes, that did. So if we just go around on a little murder spree real quick, I'll give you a little murder montage real quick. We should be able to fill this up. I want to get probably this whole thing full. So I'm just going to cut, do a little montage, and I'll be right back after it's full. All right, we're back. I hope you enjoyed the little montage, and we did have a full thing of blood. Let me just go get literally one more hit on something. That should be, oh, do I have to kill it to get the blood? I didn't even pay attention to that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now that we got all the blood in there, I believe all we do is just throw it in there. And boom, all 16 buckets are filled up in here of blood. So I think the next step is going to be to make some blood gems. Let me look up the vengeance. Let me look up Evilcraft, and then it should be called Vengeance Pickaxe. So to get the hardened blood shard, we need to smelt down the blood. I think we already have those. I need to go check, but I believe we already have that. The issue where we got stuck last time was because of this. To get the undead plank, we need to get the undead sapling, and then to get the Evilcraft sapling. To get the undead sapling, we need to get a blood infuser. To get the blood infuser, you just need cobblestone and a blood infusion core, which needs this dark power gem right here, and then more of that hardened blood. So first step, let's get some more blood hardening because I know we're gonna need it. Oops. Okay. And then for this, we need a hole that is 5 blocks wide. So I don't know exactly where to put that. Let's do it right here in the middle. I think this is gonna look kind of cool actually. Let's go like this. Okay, and then just to make sure it looks cool, it's gonna look like a little altar almost. We're gonna do this. Boom. So then fill this up with blood. We need 5 pieces. So we're probably actually gonna need to go get more blood, if I'm being realistic. And then if I remember right, I don't know if I can do this to multiple at once, but I'm gonna try it. Let's take like 16 or something like that. Yeah, 16. And just throw them in there all at once. I believe it only does them one at a time. Yeah, see, I only got 1 dark power gem there. But now we can, I think we're probably going to need another one. Those things are quite useful in Evilcraft. So I'm going to make 1 more. And I'm just going to always have that blood extractor on in my inventory. So as we go around, it should just kind of fill up with blood over time. We got one more hardened blood. Hopefully that's enough just in case. I'm gonna do that. We need to smelt it down. So let me throw this in there. And then where would that other blood shard? Here we go, 9 blood shards. So then we need to make undead sapling. So I believe we have the dead bush already. Oh no, we need to make that core. So how do we make this? So we can make the blood infusion core. Wonder what else we can do with that. Purifier, which is actually going to be pretty sweet. We might need to make one of those. Actually, no, there's a better way to do it than that. So I'm going to show you guys that way. Wow, you can make a lot of stuff with this. Repelling kinetic. Wow. Okay. Well, this is what we're going to be making. I just want to see. Blood chests are actually really sweet. We're probably going to be making one of those. Spirit reanimator. What this stuff does. A lot of it is over my head, but let me grab that. Smelt just one more thing up. Is this all done? Look at that. How much are you guys losing power? Oh no, you still got a store. Okay. And we're pretty much empty. Once that drains out of there, actually, I'm going to switch that over to here. Get that out of there. Now I can finally get rid of these useless hoppers. And then move this chest down. Because something that I didn't realize about this, which I really should have, is that if you put these chests right on top of here, and then you say input from top, it should just pull it out. Let me test that theory just to make sure. Okay, auto input needs to be on. Boom. So let me do the same with this. Input, auto input, boom. Now we should be good. Auto output doesn't need to be on because it's just going to naturally pull it out of there. Now we got the blood shards. Undead sapling. So let's make this. Oh, I don't have the cobblestone. That's the easy part of the recipe, Jesse. Come on. Oh, and in case you guys didn't realize, sorry, off topic. I got my skin and I changed my name to what it's supposed to be. So in the chat, oh, that's not what I was trying to do. How do you? In the chat, you can see what DT actually stands for. Death Toll 1919. Boom. So, in case you guys were wondering what my skin and my name are supposed to be, that's it. For some reason, the mod launcher was kind of messing with it there for a second, but now we got everything how it's supposed to be. I don't know. I needed that cobblestone. Let's throw that in there. We don't need it. These can go in there. And now we can make this. Boom. This is going to go in here. I think it runs off blood, so I'm glad we saved a little bit. 4 buckets. Hopefully that's enough. 1 bucket. And we need to get a dead bush, which you can get from smelting. I don't know if it has to be the alloy smelter, but a sapling, which is easy enough. Let's grab a. I'm an idiot. This chest. Look through every chest but the one I needed. 1 sapling. Can it just be a normal furnace? No. Has to be an alloy smelter. That's strange. And then that wood isn't supposed to be in there anyway. Is 5 sticks enough? More than enough. Okay. Boom. We have a dead bush in here. How much blood is this going to take up? So I have 1 bucket in there. It's taking its time. 80% of a bucket. Okay. And then I think we just probably got to bring it out here and grow it. Bone meal should be right there. Not exactly sure how this works. If this is gonna do anything weird. No, it looks like it's just a normal tree. And then mine this. Then hopefully we'll get a sapling. We got a dead bush. Okay, so no sapling out of it, unfortunately. Also, I am gonna charge up my backpack or my whatever you call it real quick. Boom, just so we can fly if we need to. Then from there, I think this whole process is really easy. So, boom, to make this sticks, we go like that. We get 4 out of there. We need 3 of those. And then I think some of that dried blood. So we should have everything in my inventory right now for the Vengeance pickaxe. Let's see if I can remember it. So boom. I think 2 of those, then 3 of these. Look at that. Vengeance pickaxe. So this has Fortune 5, which is extremely overpowered. I think that's higher than you can even get. No, I think it's the highest you can get in vanilla. But it also has this Curse of Vengeance. So this thing isn't actually great to use yet. There's something you got to do to it first. So let's go down here. Actually, let's make this a little easier because I actually know a place. Um, let's actually, we have everything in my inventory I need. Boom. Let's run over here real quick. That was not what I was trying to do. Grab this bucket of water. Boom. That's all we need right here. I should have my magnet on, so this should get sucked into my inventory before it gets burnt. Hopefully. Oh, I need a diamond pickaxe. What am I doing? Which is surprising to me that the armor is better than netherite, but the pickaxe is worse than diamond in this mod for the osmium. So I don't understand exactly how that works, but I'm not gonna argue with it because now I got some really good armor pretty early on. So now that we have this obsidian, we can throw this down for now just here. And we need to make an anvil. So it's going to be, this is a vanilla recipe. You guys should know this one, but it's going to be a little upside down T like that with 3 iron blocks across the top. That's how you make an anvil. So now if I take some books, I'm going to need 1 more book. So let me grab some leather. So it's leather and then 3 paper if I remember right. Yep. So you have to have as many books as you have enchantments on the item. So we have 2 enchantments on here, so we need 2 books. I'm gonna have to turn my magnet off for this one. So throw this, throw those 2, boom, boom. And then if we place this right above it, we get 2 enchantment books and an unenchanted Vengeance pickaxe. So now we can take this book and throw it on whenever we want. And I don't want that curse. So I'm just gonna throw it in a chest and it's never gonna be touched. But this fortune, durability wise, I'm curious which one is better, diamond or that. Let me make a blood chest. I believe I have 1 more blood gem. Okay. I want to test something before I decide what to put it on. So I need to make 1 more of these cores, which I should have everything for, then a blood chest. So what this does is you feed it blood, and then any items that get put in it, it might just be the blood-based items, which is what I'm testing, should get repaired. So if I open this up, or open this up, so if I put this in here, does this get repaired? What happened there? Was it just really quick? Okay, so it was. So yes. Let me go test. I'm gonna go see how much durability if I have this all the way full and that all the way full. and I vein mine once down here, which one is going to take more damage? Let's see. Let's go with a harder vein mine, which would be like a large tunnel. So if I go like that, does it show durability? Oh, it does. I think they have the same durability. It's as good as diamond. Okay, but that one looks way cooler. So we're going with the Vengeance Pickaxe. Let me see. I don't know if flying up here is quicker or not, but whatever. So now we're going to take that same anvil. We are going to throw the Vengeance Pickaxe inside. We are going to take Fortune 5, add it on there. It does cost 10 levels if you do it this way. I think the Purifier method's free for XP, but now we have that on there. Before we do that, actually, can I make an enchanting table? I do have the diamonds. I don't have the obsidian, but I can get it fairly quickly. I keep on having these weird texture issues. You're going to notice in the montage one of those as well. So I don't know what that's about. Kind of strange. But let's throw this back on. Oh, whoa. Did that just do that? What's just the ice at me? Oh, it's this guy. And I'm completely out of food. So I cannot heal or sprint, which is very frustrating. And now there's a creeper. Jeez. Getting blood already. I already have another bucket without even doing anything. Magnets on though. I'm going to shapeless this real quick. Thought I saw a zombie out of the corner of my eye. And actually, I think before I even enchant that one, which I can make an enchanting table real quick, I'll quit jumping around so much. For that, I need to make one more book, so I need sugarcane. 1, 2, 3, and then I need leather. 1, and I'll clear out my inventory a little because it's getting cluttered again. So, dark gems, diamonds. We're gonna need 2 of those for the enchanting table. Let's clear out some of these blocks. Boom, boom. Let's throw. Oh, everything's getting all mixed up. Okay. Oh, we throw the undead planks in there, I guess. All the plant-based stuff, dead. Leather scraps can go up here. Then all this can go in there besides the bone meal. Then this can go in that valuables chest, and that should be that all sorted out. Let me get some food cooking because I am going to starve to death. That was auto input on too. Okay. So it didn't split it up. Strange, but yeah. Look at how much iron that is, or how much ingots that is so quick. Let me eat real quick, get my health back up. There we go. Okay. And now we can make an enchanting table if we do that, that, that. And I think this. Yes. Basic recipe. It almost really fits well with the vibe in here. Eterna, Quanta, I don't know what any of that stuff means. But now if we just give this a basic enchant, guess we could go efficiency. I should get some books first. I don't even have any XP though, because I keep on dying. There should be a way to do that. Let me look into XP, like ways to get XP quickly so I can get that enchantment, and maybe some ways to get books, and I will be right back. All right, so I just did a bunch of research. I couldn't figure out a quick, easy way for me to do it right now. There's a lot of good ways to get XP, but I think I'm gonna set that back for a second, and we'll get to that another time, maybe later this episode, maybe later entirely. But I just found how I'm gonna do my power generation. I was looking through a bunch of uh different recipes and different ways to farm lava. Something just froze. Okay, sorry for that lag spike, but I was looking through a bunch of different ways to get lava, and I think I just found how I'm gonna do it. But it's gonna require me going to dripstone caves. So let's get the compass set to that. Let's get our jetpack charged up so I can get back nice and easy. And I'm not even worried about this power because after we get this set up, it's going to be more power than we'll need in a long time. So let's go this way. Distance, about 700 blocks. I can probably hover from here. Right under spawn, pretty much. Or is it going to be under the ocean? It looks like it's going to be under the ocean. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to try to keep it so I don't get under half. So, yeah, let's do that. Whoa. What just gave me that poison effect? Oh, it's a pufferfish? I didn't even know it was a thing. Jeez, that's about to kill me. Okay. So we're probably going to be swimming for a little while, it looks like. But at least I can get this stuff for this item. I'm going to keep it a secret until we get it. I want to surprise you guys with it. But I do need to get air, so let's do this. Boom. Almost died too many times in the last 10 seconds. Okay. So now it's mine straight down, which you never should do, but I'm not too worried about it. And which direction is it? 72 blocks that way. So realistically, if we just mine down, what the? Underwater cave. Okay, so we just got unlucky. Put down a torch right there so I can see what's going on. Let's build up. And then let's not go that way. So I don't want to waste the vengeance pickaxe, so that's what I'm going to be kitting out because it looks way, way cooler than this diamond pickaxe. I'm just going to actually tunnel to save a bunch of time. Not looking for ore right now. I'll get that stuff another time. Nature's compass is telling me we're getting real close. It goes that way. Oh, I'm glad I have my jetpack. Okay. We should be here. It's not going to tell me the Y position, it looks like. Let me go back over there to get some air real quick, and then I'll swim faster. Okay. So I just want to get right on top of it, and then we're just going to mine straight down until we find it. 2 blocks according to this. And we're here. Okay, so I'm just going to mine straight down. It should be here eventually. If we are falling into anything, I do have my jetpack, so we can always just fly out of it. Oh, it's going to be in deep slate, or maybe it's above us. I don't really know how the dripstone stuff works if it can't even generate in the deep slate, but we're going to find out. Let me eat this one more time, and I guess let's see. Which button is that button? Okay. Yes, found it. Okay. So what we're looking for right now is these right here. So let me just do shapeless because I know they're used for a bunch of things. So I tweaked out a little bit when I got hit by that spider. That was a one shot, but I'm just going to mine up as much dripstone as I can because I know these come in handy in a lot of recipes. Well, this is pretty too. What's this? Redstone. Which? No way. Okay, I just found a way to get a bunch of redstone. I was struggling to actually get enough redstone, so I'm going to collect up as much of this as I can. I don't need any more cobblestone, but I do need a heck of a lot more redstone. This just saved me a lot of time. Am I able to pick all that up? Let's see. Wow, there's all the biomes right next to each other. There's like the jungly looking one with all the glow fruits. We have the dripstone here, the redstone. But I think that's everything we need. So I'm gonna do /home. We're back here. I'm gonna clear out my inventory. I'm gonna show you what the next steps are. Okay, So we should now have everything we need to do everything to get this automatic power setup going. So we're going to start off by making a dripping upgrade and then another dripping upgrade. Those are going to work with these two fluid drawers in a second, you'll see. Then we're going to need, actually, we're going to need probably a few more dripping upgrades than that. So we need lava for that. We got our handy dandy lava pool right here. So I'm going to grab those. I think we're going to need to make probably 6 of these dripping upgrades. So I miscalculated a little bit. Let's grab some more dripping stone. And we should be able to just, oh, we need more cauldrons as well. 4 more. Perfect. Boom. Boom. And 2 more lava buckets. Hopefully my jetpack doesn't run out of power before I get this power up and going. Okay, and these are the final 2 dripping upgrades right here. Boom. Then the next thing we're going to need is fluid tanks. There we go. Need 2 of those, which were short red or iron. So let's grab a little bit more of that. Need 1, 2. They don't stack, I guess. So we're going to throw those right on top of our furnaces. Then on top of there, we are going to come up and we are going to put both of our fluid drawers. And then inside of those, we're going to put 3 dripping upgrades each, which should mean they're going to start producing lava. So then we're going to configure these down here in a very specific way. Let me get the last ingredient here. So first step, we need to put a water bottle in each of these. This will prevent an issue later on. You guys will see. We need to configure this to, oh, well, first, before we do anything, we actually need to put lava buckets in these or it won't work. So let me go get 1 more group of lava. Throw that in there, throw that in there. And then we need to configure both of these to pull from the top and push to the bottom. Okay, boom. Same with this one. We need to configure it to pull from the top and then push through the bottom. And then the last step should be putting a bucket right here. Oh, wait, no, I also need to configure these. All these need to be output, really. It doesn't matter. We can pull from any of these sides except the right, because that's going to be where the other furnace is, and we don't want it outputting there. We want it to have auto input on, auto output on. Oh, there, auto output on. And then from there, it should pull from the top. Auto input. Oh, we need to pull this to be a fuel input. Okay, and then it should pull it back out through there. We have auto output on, fuel input. Maybe it needs to be input output. I'm doing something wrong here. Maybe this needs to be push and pull. Yes, okay, that's what it is. The bottom needs to be push and pull on these. So it'll pull that through, and then same on this side. We're going to throw a lava bucket in there. Configure this, auto output on, auto input. Put these all to outputs except the left on this one. Output, output, output. The top is going to be fuel input. And then from there, it should pull in the bucket, refill it, throw it back down, and it's going to automatically keep on doing this process, automating lava for us as well. So we're not going to have to worry about going out and finding lava, and it's going to be generating fuel for all this stuff without us having to do anything. So there's going to be our basic power gen setup. This will last us through a while, and it's easily upgradable because the iron furnace mod has a lot more furnaces we can get into, and it has speed upgrades and all kinds of stuff. As you can see, we've only used 1 of the upgrade slots here. So now that we have that set up, I'm going to change these from efficiency to speed upgrades, which should help us out a lot, which now that we have some sugarcane, will be quite easy. Let me see everything those upgrades need. So we're gonna need a block of stone, paper, redstone, and sugar. So that's really easy. We might even have some paper in here. Guess not. Redstone, any kind of stone. Let's just grab diorite. Oh, we already have some in there. And then that should literally be everything right there. Yeah, so we need to make some paper, some more paper. We need to make some sugar. I don't know if these upgrades stack. I should probably test that real quick. So if I throw one of these in there, I throw another one. No, so these each get one each. Pull that out, put that in. Now this should make that process go much quicker. I can probably add speed upgrades even. I will do that. I'm gonna add speed upgrades also to the generating furnaces because I don't think that they're going to be able to run through that much power that quick. So we should be able to just grab 2 more of these. Right click there, right click there. Now these should generate power even quicker. And we're not going to have to worry about any issues like that. Let's see how fast it'll cook up all this food right here. Not much, but it should be fairly quick. Yeah, look at that speed now. This is definitely much quicker than our last setup. And now we just got to work on some basic food generation would probably be the next step. Maybe let's set up a farm. We got the pickaxe. We need to get some enchants on it, but we just need levels. So that's going to take a second. So I say the next step is going to be set up a farm because we got a lot of seeds right here to choose from. I haven't gotten into much of those mods at all. So let me look into some of these seeds here, clean out my inventory, and I'll get us ready to start up a farm next. All right, so I didn't do much digging. I lied. I didn't do much digging into the different plants and everything that there are. I decided to keep it basic and just go with wheat, and we'll dig into all that at a later date because I just realized the episode's getting long. And the last one I was trying to cut down, and it ended up being still about the same as the first episode. So with the amount of footage I have, I think it's going to be the same way again, where it's going to be real hard to cut this one down to 30 minutes. So we might end up just with a series of hour-long videos. Honestly, if you guys don't mind, I don't either. I love playing this game. It's my favorite mod pack, honestly, that I've played in a long time. And I've been getting a little bit of support. I've been getting some views, some subscribers. So I really appreciate the support from all you guys. So I'm going to keep on producing this and just growing, learning more about this mod pack, and I'm really enjoying it. So I hope you guys are too. Now that we are going to have some food generation, some power generation, the basic setup for some Evilcraft, I need to get into some mechanism to get those alloys going, the metallurgic infuser, but I can really get some machines going now that I have that power generation, and that's very easily expandable. Eventually, I would like to have kind of a whole power room, get into the reactors and all that. That'd be really fun to do. I have a lot of ideas, and I'm getting really excited about making these videos for you guys. So I hope you guys keep on watching. With my little farm on the side there going, that should be some basic food generation, so no more starving. We got some very good power generation going now. Honestly, with this same setup, I can probably add 2 more generators to it and still have more than enough power to keep going. I'll probably do a little bit more mining off camera. If I can figure out a way to get this enchanted in between then, I will as well. I might do some mob farming, get some XP to enchant this, do a little bit of sugarcane farming to get some books for my enchanting setup. But I really appreciate the feedback, guys. I appreciate the support, really. I was surprised. I thought you guys would be making fun of me and whatever, but it's been nothing but really good feedback. So I hope you guys keep on watching and keep on enjoying this. I'm gonna start trying to post maybe every other day. That's what I did with the first 2, and that's what this one's gonna be. It's gonna be the 6th day, 3rd video. and I think I'm going to try to continue on with this. I might miss a day here and there just because you know how it goes. Life gets busy and all that. But I've been really, really enjoying. Oops, I threw the pickaxe. I've been really enjoying this, and I want to keep on doing more and having fun with it with you guys. So, if you enjoyed the video, you want to see more of this, comment, like, subscribe. It means a lot. I'm a new channel, so getting the YouTube algorithm to enjoy my videos is going to be hard, and it's just going to be easier if you guys give me some support. So I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and peace.